Good evening, everyone. I felt it was time for a rant. I had to get this off my chest. I've been on the island now for the best part of 12 years. Moved in late 2010. And over that time, lots and lots of new buildings have gone up. You can look at Neat's Court, the gym, Snap Fitness down there, Morrison's, fantastic, brilliant. More and more houses, great, somewhere for people to live. But what we haven't seen is the infrastructure to go with it. We haven't seen any more doctor's surgeries. We've seen actually one close at DMC, at Minster Hospital. I cannot count how many times my dentist appointment has been cancelled recently because all they can do is deal with emergencies rather than checkups. Logic would dictate that if you don't have regular checkups, you're more likely to develop long-lasting issues. That's all they can do. There's no infrastructure here. There's not enough staff, people, and to be fair, with the road network and the time it takes to get to the Isle of Sheppey, who the hell would want to work here? Who the hell would want to try and get to the Isle of Sheppey and then get home every day? I certainly wouldn't. That's why I'm moving. I hope to be off this island, be a shame. I love the people here, but in terms of living, it's an absolute nightmare. And now we come to today, or as of yesterday morning. So from yesterday morning, we haven't had running water. In 2022, we haven't had running water for the best part of 36 hours. No water at the taps, no water to flush your toilet, no water to have a shower. Now, the UK on a good day, between 15 and 20 degrees, I guess, in the summer. We're at 30 degrees at the moment, and we have been for the best part of a week. We are all vulnerable at this time. Yes, there are people that are more vulnerable than others, and I understand that. People that can't get out, people that can't drive, people that need assistance. And I put my thanks out to the people and the volunteers that have helped those people in this very, very difficult time. If it wasn't for you guys, I think there would be a pile of bodies at the morgue at the moment. I really do. The authorities have got a lot to answer for here. There is no planning, there is no forethought, there is no infrastructure investment. The infrastructure we have, especially with the water network on the Isle of Sheppey, and the electrical system and the electrical supply, to be fair, is antiquated at best. They want to build more and more houses. Planning applications are going seemingly on a monthly basis. And as I understand it, as long as the house builder donates a certain amount of their profits to the local authority, that's okay, because in theory they've done their bit to donate some money to fund infrastructure projects. We all know this money doesn't go to infrastructure. Yes, we had the lower road alterations where they took out the traffic lights and put a roundabout in, and that did help. To be fair, that did help. But what doesn't help is when highways agencies, Swell Borough Council, Medway Council, don't talk to each other, and they plan 3 road closures. I'm sure you'll remember this, at the same time. We all know that one road incident on the Isle of Sheppey brings the entire island to a standstill, and it's as if they don't know. Trust me, you know, and you ignore it. How these people are still in a position of power, I don't know. But what I do know is that they've got a damn lot of questions to answer. Southern Water, it would have been very easy for them to be honest and say, look, we don't know when it's going to be fixed. On average, this sort of repair takes 24 hours, okay? if they had given us an idea, there wouldn't have been the mass panic of trying to get water yesterday. Ended up buying mine because I saw the queues at the Minster Working Men's Club. I checked on Facebook, and before you knew it, there were messages on there saying that they're out of water. I thought, well, I'll try it anyway. Saw the queues, forget it, turn around. Got mine from Morrison's. Morrison's were bringing water out. Literally, you put some in your basket, you go and pay for it. That pallet would be empty, and another pallet would be wheeled out. Good for them. It's not free for them to supply that water. You could argue, yes, it should be free, but you can claim your money back from Southern Water if you keep your receipts, if you're buying water in this time. It's not your fault you have to go out and buy it. It's theirs. It's their fault, and they should pay for it. For what I understand, if you're without water for 12 hours, you get £30, and then additional, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but for every 12 hours after that without water, you get an additional £30, so for every 12 hours. Let's make sure that money comes back to us. What I also think they should realise is that the queues that they've caused on the A249 tonight, people sitting in their cars with their engine running. Let's be honest, in this heat, if you've got aircon, you're going to use it. But it's very, very expensive for people to keep their engines running. But they've got no choice. They haven't got water with them. They may have water with them, but trust me, in 2 or 3 hours in that heat, it's going to run out. Okay, so I really had to get this off my chest because I am sick and tired of authorities just absolutely just taking the mickey, taking us for mugs. And we need to do something. I don't know what. I'm open to suggestions. But what I do know is that this cannot continue. This can't continue in 2022. We all know they're making a profit. They're making a profit out of you and me. It's just absolutely sickening. And it's a shame because, I love the Isle of Sheppey for all the quirks it's got, but it's great people here, and I made some lifelong friends here. But we are forgotten. We are forgotten. And I haven't seen one message, one post, one bit of information, not even on the news from Gordon Henderson. Where are you, Gordon? What have you done? Absolutely nothing. Maybe you are working in the background. Maybe you are. Tell people what you're doing. Keep them in the loop. Try and ease their fears. It's the least you can do. Well, that's ran over for now. Let's hope our water's back on soon, and let's not let these greedy people get away with this.